What's good, yo? We back, RTTV, gang, gang, gang. And if it's your first time here, definitely won't be your last, so make sure you click that subscribe button. And today we're back with a special edition of Y, episode 14. And today it's an edition of Game of Thrones. And a lot of Game of Thrones fans new to this series. If you're wondering what why is y'all got the questions and we got the answers. And today we're going to start with Ned Stark. I'm on season 5 of Game of Thrones, so I can speak about Ned Stark. It was season 1. I think I know a good amount about him. Probably up to season 5. If this needs to be updated later on, we will do updated series when I get into season 7 and 8 and 9, whatever seasons more is left. But today we have why is Game of Thrones Ned Stark so honorable? Like, why? Like, if you watch the show, this could be a spoiler, so please, if you never watched it, go watch it. It's a good show. But let's get right into it, man. Ned Stark is the head of the House of Stark, Lord of Winterfell, the Warden of the North. He's a close friend to King Robert I. Baratheon, with whom he was raised. And Edward's one of the major characters in Game of Thrones. And in Game of Thrones, Catelyn, his wife, informs Ned that his mentor, Jon Arryn, has died. And that is King Robert intended to offer Ned Jon's old position as the hand of the king. Content to be far from court until Ned is reluctant to accept the offer until he receives a letter from Arryn's widow, who believes her husband had been poisoned by the Lannisters. So right here we already see he already wanted to, his mentor, he wanted to see what happened, what went wrong. And it sells that he was poisoned, so it looks like Ned Stark was honorable in that sense of he wanted to see why the Lannisters poisoned him, to see what is going wrong, to see what the main problem was, because he's an honorable man, and that's not how he would want his mentor to go out. And that's how it started. Ned secretly agreed to appoint to protect the king, King Robert. So he actually took that position just because he wanted to see that, and I feel like that was very honorable of him, because he didn't do it for greed, he didn't do it for money, he did it for justice, which is dope, and that's always honorable. He then travels south to King's Landing with his daughter Sansa and Arya. My two daughters, Sansa and Arya. Shout out to Sansa, Arya gang. Catelyn later comes to a capital in secret under protection of her childhood friend, Littlefinger. Fuck Littlefinger. To tell Ned of assassination attempt on his young son, Bran, who got pushed out. And it's like, what's going on? Ned's long-standing mistrust of the Lannister is further fueled by Littlefinger's confirmation that the dagger used by the wounded assassin was once belonged to Tyrion Lannister. So here we see that Ned Stark son got pushed out, so it's even more what he wants to stop the Lannisters, because to him, they're evil, and he's an honorable man. He wants to see what's going on. And the fact that he was told that knife was meant from them, it already shows different angles, and it shows you how honorable he is and what he was standing up for. Increasingly disgusted by the political at the court, Ned finally resigns his position with Robert and insists of having Arya's only surviving child, the king prior to him, which is Dany, killed and assassinated in exile. Meanwhile, Catelyn has taken Tyrion hostage at Eyrie. What happened? In retaliation, Jaime Lannister attacks and seriously injures Ned Stark in the street before he and his daughters can depart King's Landing. Visiting a wounded Ned, Robert reappoints him as a hand. But it shows you how Jaime Lannister, when they fought, it was an honorable battle where Jaime Lannister's people jumped in, and like his men died too, Ned Stark, and he was just fought honorable. Like, he wasn't trying to fight crazy, and even though they fought him dirty, he still was an honorable man, and the king reappointed him. Ned eventually concluded that all of Robert's heirs with his wife Caesar are all illegitimate, the product of her incest with her twin brother. So he found out what was going on and knows that none of those kids were his. All of them were incest babies, and that's just honorable of him to let the king know what was really going on. What his best friend knows what's really going on. Further, Ned suspects that Arya has been poisoned to conceal the truth. His former mentor, Ned confronts Cersei with his discovery and gives her the chance to escape with her child in exile. Before Ned could tell the king, Robert is fatally wounded while hunting, and names Ned Protector of the Realm to function as regent until his son Joffrey comes of age. Ned alters Robert's will, replacing Joffrey's name with my rightful heir to make the succeed unbiased, meaning that if he's truly the king's heir, whoever's the king's heir will have the throne, not illegitimate children or incest babies that are not his. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's very honorable of Ned Stark to defend his friend even in death, to make sure he's not played and make sure he's not a clown. To make and with placed in chaos, Ned reboots multiple offers to increase his own power, instead opting to crown Robert's brother Stannis Baratheon as king. Cersei, however, is ultimatum and Ned, and then tells Littlefinger that the city's watch to arrest Ned instead of Cersei. With all his encouraged slaughtered, all his entourage, all his friends slaughtered, Sansa's hostage, and Arya escapes by herself. Ned is charged with treason. The deal is struck with Ned will be spared and sent into exile if he declares Joffrey the rightful king. Fearing for his daughter, Ned makes a public confession in his treason, and sadly, Joffrey, however, has Ned executed. Anyway, so there we see how he got killed. I feel like he got killed in an honorable manner to protect his daughter. He just did what was right for his family. He played the whole system honorable. It got him killed. And I feel like it was just in his blood. I feel like it was how he was raised. He was a good man. I feel like that's why he was honorable. And even though his honor got him killed, I feel like he could just live with the fact that he did people right. And I feel like it will further on protect his family. And hopefully, like, his daughters could learn from that. But I think Game of Thrones definitely is showing us how dope Ned Stark character was. Even though he was only in season 1, I feel like his character's impact has been throughout all the seasons. Because of him, the war started. After that, the Lannisters were forced against each other, and it caused a civil war later called the War of Five Kings. So, Tyrion Lannister and them all fought in battles and stuff. So I think it was pretty dope. So that's why Ned Stark was so honorable. So salute to Ned Stark, one of the dopest characters in Game of Thrones. Salute to the OG, triple OG, you already know. And man, Game of Thrones fans, we're going to do a lot more Ys. We're going to do a lot more Ys for K-pop. We're going to do for TV shows. We're going to do for everything. Sneak anything you guys like, I got you. Because y'all got the answers. And I got the questions and I got the answers. What if I messed up? But you already know what it is. Why? If it's your first time here, definitely won't be your last. Make sure you kill, murder, and smash that subscribe button. I go by the name Robcityrt, the Haitian Princeton Media Kid. Shout out to all my Haitians. Sac passe, not boule, pied. Haitien compare. It's the guru, the music guru. Let's get it. We out. And that settles it at the round table. What's good, yo? If it's your first time here, definitely won't be your last. Make sure you click that subscribe button. It's the Haitian Prince Robcityrt. And you're now rocking with RT TV or Disney.